Do you guys do the no spend Januaries, the no spend 2024, the frugal life, the simple life, the expensive life, the travel life, the trendy life, the keeping up with the Joneses life, the working nonstop life, the extreme life, the extreme frugality or extreme spending? Are you a hoarder? Are you a minimalist? Are you like all those trendy things you guys see on YouTube, all the videos, all that stuff? It's like, it's very interesting to watch, right? But uh, I'll watch it from time to time now, but my life is more simple now. It's not one way or the other. I used to be more extreme. Like if I wanted to go do something, I would just like dive deep in it and like do it. And like, man, I think I may have tortured Cora and her dad with all my extremeness. Because when I would get an idea, like I wanted to dive deep and I wanted to do it hardcore and like, we can do it and let's do it and come on, and this is fun because it's a challenge, it's a personal challenge for me, but it might have been torture for them. But my gosh, it was fun in my head, but at the same time it was extreme. It was extreme. So I'm sorry, guys. I look back now and yeah, I apologize to Cora and her daddy because I can get a little extreme. My gosh. But anyway, now I'm not that. I'm just more serene. I just live a frugal, simple, happy go lucky to my standards life, and I don't do the trendy things that are popping up on YouTube anymore. Like those were really cool challenges that I would see the videos and I'd be like, ooh, I want to try that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Not so much anymore. Are you guys doing a no spend January, or are you trying to go for a no spend 2024? That would be quite a challenge, wouldn't it? No spend 2024. So I'm in the van and I'm trying to get warmed up with my coffee, which I'll give it a few minutes, because not only will the hot coffee warm me up, but the caffeine will start kicking in too, if it hasn't already. This is my millionth take 1 million. Cut. Yeah, I think the caffeine has been kicking in now. All right, today's video, I want to talk about the no spend 2024, or the January, how they have all these videos going around of no spend 2024, no spend January, no spend blah blah blah. I always I always think so literal, so like analytical, so literal, so like, oh, no spend, that means nothing, absolute, not even a penny, nothing at all. Like we are not spending a dime, a penny, a nickel, a dollar, nothing. But of course it's impossible to do that nowadays. You have to pay your rent. Even if you have your house paid for, you have to pay property taxes, home insurance, health insurance. Right now a cell phone is like, it's right above there as a necessity, which is kind of crazy, but it's one of those one of those bills, and it's insane. But you can't be in this world and not pay for things. You can get away with bartering more, but the reality is the world we live in, at least where we are, where I am, in a first world country, everything costs money. So even if you lived in your van, you still have gas, maintenance, insurance, minimum, right? Minimum. And then you would have, I should say, not we, you. I would have Planet Fitness. I would have like all kinds of bills. The cell phone bill is now a necessity. So I don't know. My coffee bill. Yeah, my coffee bill is a necessity now. When you're addicted to coffee, oh my God. Yeah, that becomes one of your main bills. It's a necessity. Oh my gosh, it's not, but it's something I truly enjoy. So I purchase it, right? Of course, after you just pay your essentials, but is a pizza essential? Pizza emergency? I think I might have one of those throughout the year. My no spend. I would have a pizza emergency. Oh, you guys, I've kind of gotten away from doing budgets, from doing no spending, months, years, from the extreme minimalist type of idea in my head. I've gotten away from a lot of stuff. I've just like extra simplified my life. So it's not a no spend 2024. It's just a DiasFrugalLife. There are times where I spend money and I spend more than what I should, but because it is frugal, so it's on sale. For example, like we had the Black Friday sales and all the Christmas sales and such like that. So I see an item that I've been eyeballing for a really long time, sometimes for years. Like you saw that stainless steel plate. I've been wanting that for years, and I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. And I love it. I love it. I love those little like playful plates and different things like that. Which like $20 is not, it's not gonna make you or break you, right? But it's something I enjoy. So for me, like it's not a necessity, but I really enjoy it, especially in the van. I like to make it more playful, and then you guys can really see like playful. What? Like your van is so blah. It's so black and white, so gray and beige, gray and brown. Well, yeah. As I'm looking at it now, it is like gray because my seats are actually gray, and like I really enjoy the natural wood look, even if it's not like this kitchenette table here, which by the way, it's a shoe rack. It's a really sturdy shoe rack, and the top part of it here, you can actually sit on it, and it might hold like 200 pounds or something like that. And then it has a few shelves, and you put your shoes there. But I use it as my van life kitchenette. I know some of you guys have been curious about that. And also the Coleman cot. And I have links in the descriptions for like a whole bunch of things that I use and that I love and that I've come across and that I would like for you guys to find easier. So it's in the description. So yeah, I put it in the description. I try to copy and paste it on pretty much every video so you guys can like look it up, and it'd be easier for you to find. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of lists, and some of it is not pertaining to van life and more of a house, your home base. But regardless, like you guys can look through the description and kind of check those out too if you want to. But yeah, I'm starting to notice, my gosh, it is just gray and like brown beige. So how do I spice it up with my little gadgets? With me and my coffee and my channel stickers. That's what little specks of brightness. Yeah, today we're just gonna chat about it. So make sure you guys in the comments, what have you guys cut off already? It's January the 2nd. Did you guys do some New Year's resolutions? Because that's another big thing. I don't do any of that anymore. It's just I live within my means, and I try to live below my means when I can. So yeah, New Year's resolutions, no spend January, no spend 2024, extreme minimalism, even just minimalism, and like all these trends going around, right? I've just given up on on all that it was just like I'm just gonna live my simple life, and what works for me works for me. And I try different things from time to time, and I see if it works for me, then from then on it'll work for me. If it doesn't, then I just like toss it to the side and move on and figure something else that'll work for me. But for the most part, I'm not doing the labels. But they're fun, aren't they? They're fun. The labels can be fun. It can be trendy. So, you know, it gets popular and people start talking about it. And some stuff is fun. And it's like, you know, it's exciting, especially having a community here on YouTube and you guys having the same interest or similar interest as me. Like, that is one of the best things that I found about YouTube, is having like my YouTube community, my YouTube family, you guys. And I watch you guys too. Like, a lot of you guys have channels and I watch you guys too. Like, you guys are very interesting and like I learn from you all the time. So I really, 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 truly appreciate YouTube for like a whole bunch of reasons. One, I learn from it. Two, I'm entertained by it. And three, I get to meet awesome people like you guys. So cheers, y'all. So yeah, guys, I just want to do a quickish video because sometimes I ramble on and then I have to cut a whole bunch of a whole bunch of randomness that just, there's no need for me to just blah 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 on here. That's what Sundays are for, right? So make sure to join me on my Sunday live streams at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And just hop on here and just say hi. And if you want to ask some questions, you are more than welcome to. Make sure that you're polite about it. You're not rude about it. You can give your opinion. I don't mind at all. I give my opinion all the time. Obviously, it's my channel, right? I give my opinion. We talk about different things. The other people on the live stream will put their 2 cents as well as myself. And, you know, we can have a conversation, you guys. We're adults. You know, that's what adults can do. We can have conversations and see each other's perspective and learn from each other. Whether we agree or not, it's okay. It's okay. We don't have to agree 100% of the time. That's okay. Not a problem. We're individuals. We're not going to agree every single time. And that's okay. That doesn't bother me. And it should not bother you because, like I said, we're individuals. We have our own way of thinking. We have our own experiences and yada, yada, yada. So on that, cheers again. All right. Back to this no spend January, no spend 2024, and all these trendy labels about minimalism and van life and frugal living and, oh my gosh, the soft life and traveling and fire and early retirement. And y'all see what I'm looking at recently, right? Because all that popped in my head. I used to look more about financial advice. I used to look more on here about off-grid living too, was very exciting. Like, all these topics are so exciting and people have wonderful videos on here. So it's a huge entertainment for me too. And like I said, I learned from it. And then, you know, people, like, comments are pretty important, I think, because a lot of people give their experience and they might not necessarily have like a YouTube channel per se and put videos and talk about their experiences and their advice and such. But in the comments, they typically do. They'll give you advice. They'll give you things that they have done that have worked for them, what has not worked. So that's why I like comments. Like, as long as you keep it respectful and you're not a perv about stuff. There's some comments that are just very rude and I try to delete those. The comments are pretty good. I like them, and I learn from them too. So it's almost like having a conversation with somebody, and that is knowledgeable, that knows, that has experience. So yeah, comments are welcome. Your opinion is welcome. Um, your ideas are welcome, etc. So, I won't agree with you 100%, and you won't agree with me 100%, and that's okay. That's fine. I'll get over it. I hope you'll get over it too, and we can get past that. So the way I live my life now is just, okay, I work, I get paid, and then from there, it's almost like a budget, but I don't write things down anymore. Not as often anyway as I used to. But now I just live a certain way. So you work, you get paid, and you pay your bills, because I make sure to pay my bills first. And they say you pay yourself first. But when you don't make that much money, you got to make sure you pay your bills first. And then if there's anything that I wanted to do, or if I wanted to go and purchase a little extra item for the van, or go out to eat like on that payday or whatnot, then I might enjoy that from time to time. The rest of it, whatever is left, I try to save it. Yeah, it goes towards my emergency fund and towards my sinking funds, really, because I will be having a road trip sinking fund at least once or twice a year. I would like to go and road trip to Texas to see Cora. And then pretty soon it'll be to see Cora and to see my grandbaby. So like those are not necessities per se, right? But they are for me. They're like right up there. Those are just part of what's important to me. So I can only talk so much. I can only FaceTime so much. I can only text so much. And, but it's not the same as you being there. But one thing I've been thinking about is living in California part of the year and living in Texas part of the year. And not that I want to be in Texas, like per se, just because it's Texas. Like I'd rather be in California. Southern California is my main go-to. I really like the areas. So like, pros and cons to everything. I am blessed and privileged right now that I do not have to work so hard. Like a part-time job, 30 something hours a week is what I do. Right under the 40. Almost full-time, but like, yeah. So I don't go full-time anymore. And I enjoy it. I enjoy my time off. I enjoy relaxing. I enjoy my movies, my shows, my coffee, my van life projects, coming in here, talking to you guys. So I enjoy all that. And now my life is more about me and not so much about everybody else. So like, at the stage of my life right now, my kid's grown. I don't have a spouse. So it's just basically I have to worry about me. So I can be a little bit more selfish now, right? I can put me first and do whatever I want to do when I want to do it and don't have to ask permission. But in a way, right? In a way, I still have to work. Like most of us, right? We still have to work. We still have to do our things. We still have our schedules. We still have our commitments. I mean, even now, it's extreme for some people, but it's not enough for others. Like I really used to dive deep into different like subjects and topics and just different trends and everything like that. And they were a fun challenge to me, but I've kind of mellowed out. Now I just like, I work and I get paid and I pay my bills, and then whatever's left, I just enjoy and I try to save what I can from that. And I know they say pay yourself first, but you don't make that much money. I mean, you have to you have to pay your bills first and then pay yourself. It just is what it is. I just make sure that I pay my bills, and then the rest of it, I enjoy it and I save what I can from it. And I keep piling up little by little, try to fund my emergency fund. I want to have like a whole year, 6 months to a year. My goal is a year of savings. And it might sound like a whole lot, but it's really not, because I try to live within like that 1,000 to 1,500 now, because I'm in California, so it's more expensive. So, but like minimum about $1,000 a month, like extreme frugal budget. And I said I don't do extreme now, but I guess I do. I still do. Like if I had to, this is just emergency fund. So, yeah, I've always tried to keep it here, like within the past few years. I've tried to keep my budget around 1,000. Hopefully not. Sometimes it would go over, but like an average of $1,000 a month. As far as my basic living expenses. Now, if of course I wanted to road trip, or I wanted to purchase something extra, or I wanted, to do something fun, then it goes up. But like my bare bones, my basic, my emergency living, if I had to and I wasn't able to work for 3 months, 6 months, up to a whole year, like I could actually live off of that. So that's been my goal for many, many years, to keep that up. And unfortunately, I used up most of the savings I had. So yeah, I have to start over. I had to start over, not have to. I had to start over. So I'm gradually like trying to build that up. But regardless, I still keep my bills low. I don't restrict myself as much now, but I make sure my bills are paid, and then whatever's left, like I said, I buy what I want, if it's really like something I truly want. If you guys want to share what your extreme experiences are, like, did you guys go through a season in life where you had to like go hard at either working or saving or prepping, or whatever the case may be? If you guys want to share it down below, that would be fun to read, to see what you experienced and what you learned from it and what you had to do, etc. Conclusion, my summary of all the nonsense I talked about. Just kidding. I hope y'all have a wonderful 2024. Make it the best year of your life. I always say every year should be the best year of your life. It really should. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. I know I was just rambling and like rambling on, but I figured while I warm up and I drink my coffee, and it's looking like it's going to be a beautiful day. Thanks so much for watching Dia's Frugal Life. I'm Dia, and if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe for more future videos. You can also join the coffee club and be part of this awesome family. I go live on Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so make sure you stop by and say hi.